Hey everybody, welcome back to Next Play Records. I'm Andy, and wanted to post a video today because today is the first games in the NCAA March Madness tournament. They start today at noon, so I was waiting until today to post this. I'm going to start my first vinyl community contest, and this is kind of a push to 200 subscribers. I think I'm close to 180 right now, so I think it's a good time to do this. And so this is a VC contest. We're going to call it Next Play Records March Madness Bracket. And it's a push to 200 subscribers. And basically what it is you're going to pick 4 genres, which will be your regions, and create a bracket. So for mine, I'm going to have the jazz region. My top 2 records will go against each other. I'm going to have a blues region with 2 records in that. I'm going to have a rock region, and I'm going to have a country region. You pick your genres. You pick your bracket. Set it up however you want. I would just like to see those genres go against each other, playing this in the Final Four, and then playing the championship to come down to your favorite record of all time, whatever it is currently for you. And so that's the competition. You're going to show 8 records, work through your bracket, show your champion, and then this contest will end on April the 5th, which is the night of the championship game for NCAA basketball's March Madness tournament. So it finishes at noon on April 5th. That gives us a good 3 weeks to get some entries in. And the winner of the contest will be drawn out of a hat from all the entries. And the winner will have a choice of a sealed with hype sticker, Blue Note release classic series of Lee Morgan the Sidewinder, which one of the best jazz records of all time. Might make some of y'all's brackets if you do a jazz region. And so the winner will have a choice of me shipping them this, or I will send, if you don't want this or you already have it and you win, I'll send $25 to your PayPal account. So that's your choice. For the winner, sealed copy of the Blue Note Classic Series, which is hard to find right now, or $25 to your PayPal, your choice, okay? So again, we have about 3 weeks. The contest will start today and will end on April 5th at noon, and then I'll do the drawing before that championship game of the NCAA March Madness tournament. All right, so I hope this is fun. This gives you a chance to show some of your favorite records and your favorite genres of music and set it up however you want, okay? I'm going to show you the front of my bracket so I don't give away the winner. Let's see here. So I've got my 4, don't look. I've got my 4 regions right there, okay? You'll see the jazz region, the rock region, the blues region, and the country region. And then they'll go against each other in the Final Four and then go each other in the championship, okay? Trying to make this fun. Being my channel is kind of, the name Next Play is kind of a athlete mindset. If y'all didn't know, it's a mindset in sports where you got to focus on that next play, whether you make a great play or a bad play. Okay, in baseball, you make an error, you might get that next batter hitting it to you again. So you got to worry about that next play. You can't worry about your errors the play before. You can't worry about your strikeouts and take that out into the field with you. Same goes for basketball. You make a turnover, you got to hustle down to the end of the field, end of the court, and play defense. And same thing if you make a great play. You can't celebrate it for too long because you're going to have another chance to make a play. And then again, it goes great with records, as in we play our music and always are looking for that next record to spin. So that's where I got my channel name, and that's why I wanted to kind of tie this contest into sports, okay? So I'm going to try to get this done so it's not too long. We're going to start with our jazz region. And my 2 top jazz records, this is so, as y'all know, this is so hard to pick in all these genres. There's so much good music. But I'm going to start with, I'm not going to talk too much about them until we get towards the end, but making my top 2 in the jazz region is Lee Morgan Tomcat. This is a Music Matters jazz version of this record. I love this because it is just fiery, so passionate of a session. You've got Lee Morgan on trumpet, Jackie McLean on the saxophone, Curtis Fuller on the trombone, McCoy Tyner on the piano, Bob Crenshaw on the bass and Art Blakey on the drums. Lee Morgan's in top form on this one. It's also a beautiful cover. Show you real quick the pictures from the session. Tomcat's kind of an overlooked, because it wasn't pressed a ton. It's not real accessible, but this was an overlooked session by Lee Morgan, and I love it. Okay. My other jazz player today is Soul Station by Hank Mobley. Hank Mobley, Art Blakey, Paul Chambers, Wynton Kelly. This was one of those albums in that run of 4 between 1958 and 1961 where Hank Mobley was just put up 4 legendary albums. Roll Call was in there, Workout was in there, this was in there. So love Hank Mobley, and I love this record right here. I play it a ton. Okay, so there's my jazz region. Let's move on to the rock region. We'll start with Led Zeppelin 3. Of all the great Led Zeppelin albums, this is the one I enjoy the most. I really love the cover again, but 2 of my favorite Zeppelin songs of all time are on here. Tangerine, Since I've Been Loving You. Just nice bluesy rock influences on these songs, and I just love it. There you go. Led Zeppelin 3 makes it into my rock region. And second one will be my favorite Pink Floyd album of all time, Wish You Were Here. So a couple of heavy hitters going against each other in the rock region. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd versus Led Zeppelin 3. We'll let them move on. And then I'm going to show you all the winners after I go through each region. Next region, I'm going to have the blues region. And I've kind of cheated on this one. I'm going Lightning Hopkins' Greatest Hits. This is an original prestige of Lightning Hopkins. He has so many good albums. This one has tons of the good songs off of it. So for my collection, I'm going to pick this one as one of my top blues albums. Very good. As you can see, Last Night Blues, Mojo Hand, tons of great ones. Wake Up Old Lady, Hard to Love a Woman. So Lightning Hopkins' Greatest Hits makes it into my blues region. And the other top blues album, The Country Blues of John Lee Hooker. This is on Riverside. Just a great album. Just your raw country blues, as the title states. Another cool album cover and terrific blues music. All right, let's move on to the last region. Making the tournament. This is like the selection show, by the way. Making the tournament, we've got Keith Whitley, I Wonder Do You Think of Me? Just loaded with awesome songs. What a country album. Talk to Me, Texas. Between an Old Memory and Me. It Ain't Nothing. I'm Over You. Turn This Thing Around. Lady's Choice. Brother Jukebox. Tennessee Courage. Heartbreak Highway. And the title track, I Wonder Do You Think of Me? So Keith Whitley makes it into the country region. And my other pick, I could not leave this out, top country record, Townes Van Zandt live at the Old Quarter in Houston, Texas. What an album. One of the best live albums of all time. It's when he's in his prime. You know, when he got older, he lost his voice a little bit. This is when he's in his prime. Plays a ton of his best songs. Poncho and Lefty. Mr. Mudd and Mr. Gold is a legendary performance on here. I could go through it and I'll talk about it a little bit more if he wins this region. But all right, so let's move on. Let's go backwards, back through it. Let's hold it up. Country regions matchup. Keith Whitley, I Wonder Do You Think of Me versus Townes Van Zandt live at the Old Quarter. And our winner moving into the Final Four, Townes Van Zandt. I just love the lineup on here. It's a double album. It's tough to beat this. For the sake of the songs on here, Kathleen's on here, Tecumseh Valley, Waiting Around to Die, Cocaine Blues, Tower Song, Lungs. I mean, it's just packed. It is one of the best country albums of all time. Even if it leans folk, it wins my country region. So it makes the Final Four. We'll put it down here. Let's go back through the blues. We had John Lee Hooker's Country Blues versus Lightning Hopkins Greatest Hits. And this is a no-brainer for me. My favorite blues artist of all time, Lightning Hopkins, moves on to the Final Four in his Prestige album's Greatest Hits. Next region, we'll go to the rock region again. And we have two of the most iconic bands and records of all time, Led Zeppelin 3 versus Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. And I'm going to go with what I believe is a solid blues-influenced rock over the progressive rock Pink Floyd album. Led Zeppelin 3 will move on to the Final Four due to my love for Led Zeppelin and the mix of blues and acoustic and hard rock on this record. Led Zeppelin 3 moves on. And the last region we're going to put up against each other is our jazz region. Two of my favorite jazz artists of all time, Lee Morgan and Hank Mobley. Plenty of great jazz records to choose from, but these are ones that it blows my mind when I listen to them. So, love this one. Very fiery. This one, though, wins. Soul Station, my favorite jazz album of all time, is just beautiful from start to finish. You could listen to it 5 times in a row and not get tired of it. Unbelievable playing, unbelievable songs. Hank Mobley, Soul Station moves on. So our Final Four, we're going to have Soul Station in the Final Four up against Led Zeppelin 3. Goodness. I'm going to have to go by which one I turn to more and put on my platter as of right now. And the winner of the first Final Four matchup is going to be Soul Station, Hank Mobley. Again, I've played this as much or more than any record that I have in my collection. I absolutely love jazz at the moment in my life, and this one is unbeatable. Again, Art Blakey, Paul Chambers, Wynton Kelly, and Hank Mobley. Blue Note 40-31 wins the first Final Four matchup, Hank Mobley, Soul Station. And let's move on to blues versus country. Blues, the Prestige Greatest Hits, Bluesville, Lightning Hopkins record versus Townes Van Zandt live at the Old Quarter. Country versus blues, Buddy versus Buddy. Townes Van Zandt live at the Old Quarter moves on to the finals. This is another record that I can spin over and over and over and never get tired of it. So, the finals, the championship matchup of Next Play Records March Madness Tournament Contest is Townes Van Zandt live at the Old Quarter, Hank Mobley, Soul Station. They look good together, don't they? A little bit of color scheme, the blue, the green, the black. And I'm going to go with my favorite jazz record of all time. The winner of my March Madness is Blue Note 40-31, Hank Mobley, Soul Station. It was bound to happen, guys. I listened to this so much. Again, it was a legendary session and one of Blue Note's best releases ever. Sales-wise and just the ability for this to still be loved all over the world is just it's mind-boggling how the jazz has stayed as popular and it is even growing as of now with the reissues and everything. So I hope y'all have fun with this. Listen, you set up the bracket how you want. Pick your 4 genres. Pick your 2 top from each. It's not easy, but it's fun. Even if you did it a week later, it would be different. It doesn't matter. Have some fun. I hope y'all like and share this competition. And again, it's your chance for you to win this sealed copy of the Sidewinder Classic Series release or $25 to your PayPal. So I really appreciate y'all watching. Again, share this and let's get as much action as we can on these videos. And until next time, keep spinning that next play.